All right, so ladies and gentile man, we are here. Always first. Always first. Always first. All right, pretty much the same lineups, at least the same players. A few changes here and there, but nothing much. Welcome, welcome. So Im Chang-gyu on the mound. He did pitch earlier this series, 5.1 innings. So yeah, pitched well, kind of. The numbers as far as how many runs were scored was good, but he had runners on base in every single inning. So yeah, I mean, can KT come up with the hits that they need at the time is going to be what it all amounts to. I mean, even the bottom of the 11th, bases loaded, no outs, and they couldn't come up with the hits. The one hit that they finally got was because the second baseman and the shortstop collided to end the game. So we'll see how this goes. Kim Min-hyuk, first pitch in there for a strike, and we are underway. Game 5, winner take it all. You lose, you're making some golfing reservations. You win, you plan the long trip down to Daegu. I'm gonna go shake it in Daegu, as they say, and that's fouled away 0-2. Well, I'm sure KT will do everything they possibly can. Welcome, welcome. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch from Im Chang-gyu. I have fans of the KBO winning, as that's outside, ball 1. My concern always for KT is, one, can their starting pitcher keep it close enough, which he did for a little bit. Can he keep it close enough to get to the LG bullpen? As that's fouled away, stays 1-2. The biggest thing is, without a doubt, is can KT come up with the important hits when they need it? And who is going to be coming up in that situation is a huge, huge factor, as there are certain people that we'll talk about that really have not done anything except take up a roster spot. As Kim Min-hyuk slaps the bat out, and it's up against the tarp that they hopefully won't be needing tonight, and we will have another 1-2 pitch. Get that pitch count way up against Im Chang-gyu, and that is KT's best strategy. Get into the LG bullpen that's outside of Hernandez has not been good at all. And another foul, and I'm going to have to readjust my chair here. Come up to the top of the game with you guys. There we go, a little bit better. I've got my lucky Hanwha hat on. I have never worn this to a game where Hanwha lost. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that's a swing and a miss in the dirt, and that's 1 out and 1 strikeout for No, I have not worn it to any games. I'm glad you picked up on that. All right. Mr. Rojas steps in, looks at strike one up at the top of the zone. So, only hitting 250, but he just keeps walking. Gets on base and lets someone else knock him in, and that misses outside. 1-1. You better go lay down. That's what you did last time, right? All right, the 1-1 Rojas, big swing and a miss, does his best Peraza imitation and loses his helmet on thy swing. Welcome those of you joining us here for the Game 5. And here comes the 1-2 pitch to Rojas. They set up way ups in the zone, misses badly, but he flips it right to the left fielder, Moon Sung-ju. Nope, Kim Hyun-soo. I'm going to have to change that. Is that? Looks like Kim Hyun-soo is in left. Maybe. I just assumed they were the same, but yeah, Moon Sung-ju is DHing, so need to get that change in there. I have the correct order, but not the correct positions. And that's going to bring up the man of the game. His best bet so far is to not swing, and that's ball one. Jang Sung-woo, 125 in the series. He only gets singles when it doesn't matter. Sounds like somebody else we all know. And lays off of that. Ooh, just missed apparently. 2 hits in this series. Both of them were pretty meaningless. Yeah, the big change there. This is the regular order as that one does catch the outside corner, making it 2-1. So really surprised that second one did not. Actually kind of surprised at this. I guess they figure put him in left field anyway. All right, the 2-1 pitch way outside, 3-1. Put him in left field anyway because anytime that he basically gets on, they are just pinch running for him anyway. And then they can also have a much better defender out there in left field and just pinch hit the rest of the game. So here we go, the 3-1, that's in there for strike. And we've got our first full count of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Our first full count of the day. Love a good full count here and there and everywhere. And the 3-2 pitch sets up on the outside, and he flips the bat outs. Kim Hyun-soo at the wall. Caught. And that'll be the end of the first. They go 1, 2, 3. Gave it a ride all the way to the very edge of the warning track and right in front of the wall, but not enough. We'll go to the bottom of the first. It'll stay right here, maybe. We'll flip it. Yeah, he was ready to jump. I mean, he was definitely gonna jump and rob that homer if it got up any higher. The LG lineup, the top 3 stays the same. Again, more changes. Moon Bo-kyung. If you notice those big round zeros, he is hitless in this series. I believe he does have 2 walks, though. Kim Hyun-soo has started to hit a little bit better, very well in the last game, so they're going to move him back up in the lineup. Moon Bo-kyung way down. So basically, Oh Ji-won and Kim Hyun-soo move up. Moon Bo-kyung moves down. Park Dong-won moves back down to the 7th spot. Park Hae-min and Moon Sung-ju stay in their regular spots. But Sung-baek out on the mound. Can he go 5 innings? The last time he went 5 innings was against the Kiwoom Heroes, which I don't know if that counts or not, but we'll see. So Sung-baek out on the mound, an ERA of 9, gave up 4 runs in 4 innings. Did not pitch well in the play-in game. So in big spots, he has not been coming up with a very solid outing yet. So we'll see if he can actually, I don't know, get it together for Game 5. Again, KT, this is, I would like to say, their 7th must-win game against Kiwoom. They came from behind. Kiwoom in the regular season was must-win games in order to advance. They ended up under 2 bases. That is a a good luck, sir. Or ma'am. I'm not sure what you are. Good luck. That's what I have to say about that decision. Very difficult for him to be under 2 bases. 1 base. Woo. I mean, the one advantage is that walks don't count, so as that's down the old middle. And he's going to start off with greats. First pitch strike. Just go ahead and put him in the Hall of Fame that doesn't exist. And the 0-1 pitch runs it inside. 1-1. Yeah, Austin, he was 5 for 13. He did not get a hit last game. 0 for 4 last game. One of them was literally a line drive that almost took off Go Young Pyo's head, as that's right down the middle for a strike. Sung Baek is a changeup first, fastball second, 4-seam fastball second. So throws the changeup more than anything, as most of the sidearmers do. Deanie doubles, is that I've definitely heard that once now. No, Hong Chang-gi, 278 in this playoff. It really hasn't done as well as I thought he would. I will openly admit that I thought he was going to terrorize the KT pitchers, as that is nowhere near any strike zone in Korea. 2-base Tim. Who's Tim? All right, so the 2-2 pitch to Hong Chang-gi. Sets up on the inside. Floats it back out. So he slaps it foul. Stays 2-2. So Hong Chang-gi. Tim 10. The 10 man. So again, coming in 474 against KT. On base percentage over 6 against him, and that is a strikeout looking. Tails off, right off the edge, right off the outside corner, and that is filthy. I like to say that is filthy. Hey, I said change. All right, it's 1 down on the strikeout looking Shinmin Jae. It says, no strikeouts here, sir. I'm going to end this no-hitter and perfect game real quick, as Dean will step in, and we'll see how this boosted goes. Boosted, I'm going to, what kind of boosted is this? I am, was a car aficionado in my previous life. What is boosted? All right, runner on first now. That's going to bring up Austin Dean. Here comes the banger. And in the dirt, 1-0. Ooh. Fox body? What year? All right. The 1-0. Ah. 1-0. And he was on the move. I know. I will admit that I know absolutely nothing about anything post. I would say post 2015, because I've been in Korea for so long that I don't even have a car in Korea. I did have a Fox body though. 1980 Mustang. Good old notchback. The 1-1, he goes fouled straight back once again. 1-1 or 1-2 now, as Dean is trying to give themselves a 2. Yeah, no fast. No, it wasn't a hatchback either. It was full on trunk. Right, straight back. A little higher up with that swing, and it's a 2-run game. All right, here comes the 1-2 once again to Mr. Dean. It sets up on the outside, right at the waist, and it trails way back inside, but he fouls it away. And it'll stay 1-2. I also have a all-wheel drive Eagle Talon. All right, the 1-2 throws it back. Let's try that again. That was the end of Dean, as there's this 2 bases. Hopefully you can hear me now. That it was a moment. I guess it was a moment of silence for Boosted's Austin Dean 2 bets. All right, I guess I'm back. That was a double to the corner, or to the gap, and it's quickly a 1-0 LG. And I really want to know how long Omsong Baek is going to have as far as his leash. I can't imagine it's going to be very long. It was Minjali and Air. I don't know how far you guys heard. I don't know if you heard the call or not, but anyway, it's the 0-1 to OG1, and that misses low 1-1. Boosted. What? I hope you can. It was a double to the corner, or double to the gap. Dean's already got his 2 bases. Yeah, already got his 2 bases. Run scoring double from first. And the 1-1 pitch to OG1. That misses outside. Yeah, Boosted, that was not a very good decision. Omsong Baek is not pitching well at all. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear the passing of your money. All right, the 2-1, he pops him up, but it's gonna carry into the stands, and it's 2-2. Well, there's always next game Boosted, or later in this game. I guess it depends on all of your other choices in life. Ojiwan getting his first taste of the number 4 spot. Again, Moonbo Gyung is hitless in this series. That's the man you should have went under two bases on. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Sets up on the inside. Slides off the outside. And that's going to be his second strikeout. I wonder if you guys can even hear. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you can hear me. Let's see if this works. Alright, now alright. I didn't have, I couldn't hear myself. That's the issue, but Kim Hyun-soo steps in and looks at ball one. It's always difficult whenever I have to come right home because I have to set everything up before I go to work. And then a lot of things don't work once I get home because it's been, you know, sitting. Oh, that is crushed. Goodbye, baseball. Did it? Yes, Dean had a double. And I'm pretty sure Kim Hyun-soo just hit a 2-run homer, but they're saying it hit underneath the line. Yeah, I can't. There is a little gap between the top of the fence and the top of the bar on the outfield. So it could possibly hit under there and bounce back like that, but it really looked like it went over. But anyway, there's going to be at least 1 run scored. Whether or not there's another run is going to be the question. Oh! Right off of the very top of the yellow home run pole, or the yellow, the fence. No, that bounced back. It's not a homer. Wow. Now, right off the top of the fence. In the KBO, the top of the fences are all like a metal tube, basically. It's basically like a foul pole that goes around, and it hit right off of it and bounced right back in. Yeah. That's why I was thinking maybe it hit the right under there. But yeah, so anyway, now it's going to be Moon Bo-kyung. He looks at ball one low, and quickly LG is up 2-0 here in the first inning, as Om Sang-baek has got 2 strikeouts, but he also has given up 2 doubles. And Om Sang-baek is really, really struggling. All right, the 1-0, Moon Bo-kyung pops it up. Third baseman under it's Wong Jae-gyun, and that'll be 3 away, but not before they hit a couple doubles and a single to put themselves up 2-0. We'll go to the second inning. We'll see what the old KT Wiz can do. What the heck is going on? Why is my scoreboard all the way down there? What the heck is it doing down there? Yeah, he's alive now. You couldn't hold him down for too long. Yep, excellent. Yep, got them right where they want them, honestly. I'm gonna say. So, do you think he's gonna go over 5 innings? Yes. The main reason is because the fact that LG's bullpen is so bad. All right, Im Chong-gyu, 17 pitches in the first inning, and that is fouled away. Kong Bae Ko hitting .333 in this series, 6 for 18. And that is fouled away, 0-2. And you know that he's said this before because he knew how to get away or get past the chat censors. It's not his first time. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch to Kang-bae Ko. That is ripped. That is off the wall. Kang-bae Ko running into second, and he is out by 3 miles. And he is saying that they need to check the replay, but good lord, did the throw beat him badly? Unless that's tag was that bad, because that was we'll see what he was very adamant about replaying it. He's already taken the gear off. Was the tag that bad? Because that was beautifully played by Hong Chang-gi. Woo! Yeah, so Hong Chang-gi with the outfield assist at second. Kang-bae Ko ripped the first hit for KT, but was thrown out trying to make it a double. And that is exactly what KT cannot afford, as Wang Jae-gyun grounds that to Ojiwan, and that is 2 away. And quickly, instead of having a runner on first, but that would have been a double play anyway, Hong Chang-gi perfectly played as it hit so hard off of that wall. A decent throw. And yeah. So 17 pitches coming into this inning, 14 pitches now, or 4. And that's in there for a strike. I am rooting for 0 people. As that swing and a miss, 0-2. Yeah, he didn't look. Not only he didn't look up, he didn't hit the bag very well, as that's going to be grounded to Austin. Steps on the bag, and that is quickly 3 up, kind of 3 down, but you got a single in there also. But that'll be the end of KT's half of the second inning. Yeah, not good for KT. Not good for KT, as they had the chance with the 7 pitches that inning, 24 now. Yeah, but he's at 24 pitches through 2 innings, but you have to realize that, yeah, he goes 100 usually, but that's during the regular season, not the playoffs. Playoffs, if somebody throws 80 pitches, that's pretty big. Yeah, that's the thing is you know, we're in the playoffs here. This isn't All right, so we got the bottom of the second coming up. Already Twins up 2-0 after the first inning. Out, single, double, out, double, out. That's gonna bring up Pak Dong-won, then Pak Hae-min, and Moon Sung-ju. Yeah, especially since they just had a day off and they have another day off tomorrow. Hernandez is gonna pitch today no matter what. Well, hopefully I see you back because I would love another extra inning game. Those are way more fun than absolute blowouts. But here we go. First pitch in there for a strike. Oh, Pak Dong-wan, 333 in this series. I hope not. And that's outside, 1-1. And a chopped foul. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch to Pak Dong-wan. They grounds that backhand in the hole. 5-hop rolls it to first. And one away. 12-hopper to the first baseman. One, two, three, maybe three, maybe four. Who knows? But all right, Pak Min now steps in, looks at ball one on the outside. It's 1-0. And 2-0. And just catches an outside piece of that, and it's 2-1. Pak Min 3 for 14 in this series. Did have a solo shot in game 4 after Kim Hyun-soo also got a piece, and that got a piece of the outside corner once again. 2-2 is he is working that outside again. With the ABS zone, it's that those are the spots right there, the top and the bottom very edge corners, which were never called before, is gets them to pop up, but gets out of play, and it stays 2-2. So again, most players don't think about the boxes in like an actual box. They think it's always been more of a circle, or almost more like an egg, a nice little oval. But with the ABS system, it's a box. So those top and bottom, inside, outside corners are something that they have never swung at before because they were never strikes before, but now they are, and it's very difficult for a lot of these players. Is lays off of that though, and he's got himself another full count here, second full count of this game. Pak Min first for LG. Oh, 3-2, 1 out. Pak Min, the number 8 hitter. And he sends that to Baejung Dae over, and 2 away. All right, just doing some calculating here. Oh, again, elimination game. It's game number 5. Nothing else you can do except win this game. Moon Sung-ju steps in, looks at strike one, 131 on the old gun. So this game, yeah, game 5, winner takes all. Winner of this game will play on Sunday at 2 o'clock against the Daegu Samsung Lions. And yeah. So they've been waiting. They haven't played a meaningful game in about 3 or 4 weeks. And that is popped up. Left fielder Kim Min-hyuk under it. And 1, 2, 3 for Sang-baek. And that is going to help him out quite a bit. As now none of my buttons work. And I just want to go home. But I'm already home. Much better little inning there from Sang-baek. Nice 14 pitches that inning. Much better than the 22 in the first. Kim Chang-gyu is still only faced the minimum just because of the outs. So we'll have the 7, 8, 9 coming up for KT. All right, so we're coming back. Wow. 12 straight sold out games from game 1 of the Korean series. Again, most of that is because KT and NC have not hosted any games. Again, they don't have the fans. There's the what girl group Yoja or something, I don't know, the girl group named Girl, but she definitely left-hander threw it way back to the backstop, way behind the guest hitter Kim Min-hyuk, and that's a strike in there on the outside corner to Bae Jung-dae. Bae Jung-dae 6 for 17, 2 RBIs. They both came on a 2-run shot in the 9th inning of Game 3, and that's outside 1-1. And a big giant swing and a miss there. 1-2. And the 4, 3, 1 out, ground ball. Come on, KT, make this game interesting, please. That's going to bring up Oh Yoon-suk, 182 in this series. Not hitting well. 182, or is he over? I thought he was over. But what do I know? I'm just a bum. Oh, he had 2 hits, that's why. He had 2 hits last game. And that's in there for a strike on the curveball. 1-1-1 from number 1, and it's 0-1. All right, Oh Yoon-suk looks at ball 1 way low, way outside. 1-1 from number 1. I love a little number game every once in a while. All right. Kim Chang-gyu, 30 pitches so far. Pitch number 31 is a ball. That misses with the curveball. Also 1-1-1. And that one's in there for a strike. It's a 2-2 now. Try to get my stats back up here. I hope they don't have their eyes on Game 6, as that's gonna be a little flare into the right field, and they've got themselves another base runner. Second hit of the day, and a 1-out single from Oh Yoon Suk. That's gonna bring up Shimu Jun. All right, first pitch to Shimu Jun. This shortstop is outside. All right, here comes the 1-0 pitch to Shimu Jun. Another pitch on the outside at 2-0. He better start throwing some strikes, otherwise Richard is not going to get his over. All right, slow check. The ball barely made it back over to first because it was thrown so slowly. And the 2-0 catches the bottom of the zone. It's 2-1. All right, here comes the 2-1 pitch. And that misses outside. 3-1. Im Chong-gyu again has not pitched well in the playoffs before this year. And again, even though it statistics wise he pitched well in game 2, I didn't think he was always real close to not being able to pitch well, as that's a fly ball to center and 2 away. We'll flip the lineup back over as KT again. Once the runners get on, they struggle to hit. Just missed the top of it. But all right, it's 2 down now. Again, that's gonna flip the lineup back over, and we are in the top of the third, not the bottom. So Kim Min-hyuk now he struck out in his first at-bats, but that's going to be a liner to the second baseman, and 3 away will go to the bottom of the third. It's 2-0. As my innings thing is once again just everywhere. I even went and checked it this morning. But suddenly it's just everywhere. And I don't know why. I don't want to redo everything. But anyway, they go 0 for 2 with runners on base and leave a runner on. Yeah, good thing. The under for pitches or for innings? Or the O or score or what? 39 pitches, 15, and that's 1. Yeah, maybe it'll be better when you wake up. 39. Good thing I keep track of all this stuff. All right, Song Baek. Score under 9. I think he should be okay with that. I mean, the only time that there was only one game that was over. All right, top of the lineup, back for LG. Hong Chang-gi 0 for 1. He struck out looking in his first at bat. Song Baek, 36 pitches through the first 2 innings. 22 in the first inning, 14 in the second. And first pitch is outside, ball 1, 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball past the first baseman. And Hong Chang-gi is on with a leadoff single. Armando Valenzuela. I thought that was Colorado. Gallardo, right? 너무 감사합니다. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. We got a pitching change or just a... Yep, I didn't think he'd last very long. 38 pitches from Song Baek, and he is done. He has not pitched well for the last month, and they are not going to risk him doing any worse. So we've got our first pitching change of the day. Nope, Son Dong-hyun. Son Dong-hyun coming in, 3 games, 2.1 innings, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and a .86 whip. Bringing in the righty. They don't want to go too. They don't want to go 2 straights. Yeah, I was like, that did not look like him. They just don't want to go 2 straight sidearmers. They would love to be able to get him to go a couple innings. Mainly because, yeah, Go Young-pyo would be able to start Sunday's game. They could start Benjamin on 5 days rest. But again, you got to get the win first in this game. Obviously, Go Young-pyo will come in if he needs to, but we'll see what happens. Hong Chang-gi on first with a leadoff single. Shin-min Jae singled in his last at-bat. His only at-bat. He's 1 for 1. It's first and it's runner on first with no outs, and you got a 2-run lead. It is the best time for what? Probably a bunt. Let's make sure. Yeah, there we go. Very important. Runner on first, nobody out. It's time for a bunt with your 2-run lead. Excellent choice, coach, as he pulls the bat back, slaps it right at the third baseman, and he steps on, throws to second, and that is a quick 1 pitch, 1 out. There was nobody at second to throw to. There was nobody there because they had to play for the bunt, so the second baseman would normally cover first base, so he's running over. Yeah. So we had to wait for somebody to get to second base. There you go. You can see it there. All right, one away, and that's gonna bring up Austin. Ding, 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 da, ding, 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 da, ding, 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 ding. And in there for strike. 0-1. Ding, ding. And the 0-1 way outside, 1-1. Yeah, the only other option that Wang Jae-gyun had over at third is he could have quickly gone to first if there was somebody over at first to cover, and then hopefully get Hong Chang-gi on the rundown or tagging him as he's sliding into seconds. But really difficult. Nothing he could really do at that point. The 1-1 pitch to Austin Dean, and throws it into the outfield just like that. The catcher has put himself in the middle of the game with an error. A stolen base, a throwing error as he threw it closer to first base than he did second base. And yeah, KT with a lovely throwing error from their catcher that is probably been worth about -12 WAR in this postseason. He literally threw it behind the back of the second base umpire. Good Lord. Does KT not have any other option? I mean, KT's got a runner on third, a 2-run lead, and Austin Dean's up with a 2-1 counts. Got as the catcher just can't catch that ball. Yeah, like, I mean, yeah. To think that KT is going to win this game whenever they got a catcher that literally cannot hit. Literally can't hit, can't throw, can't field. Only thing he can do is get sued by half the people involved in baseball. All right, here comes the 3-1 pitch to Austin Dean. A fly ball makes it 3-0. That one is a fly ball, but that is only catchable if you have a ticket or if you're the left fielder, as that is right at the track. Oh, I thought that was gone. But it was not, but it was far enough to give them a 3-0 lead. That was, like, how is that not a home run? Like, literally, how is that not a home run? Shin-Min Jae's like, oh crap, I got a tag? How is that? Jesus. All right, OG Wan, that is in the dirt. Again, the same. The guy, probably the team that's up 3-0 in the third inning. All right, the 1-0 pitch from Son Dong-hyun. That's a swing and a miss there. 1-1. Like, KT's already into their bullpen. Again, their bullpen is way better than LG's. But I will say this. Whoever wins this series probably is going to be all right. I mean, yeah, it's a KBO. You always got to be worried about that. All right, here comes the 1-1 from Son Dong-hyun to OG Wan. And that's misses outside. 2-1. I mean, LG still has to pitch their bullpen. Hernandez has been lights out, but can he pitch all 5 games and lights out without any hiccups? All right, here comes the 2-1. That's down the middle, and it's 2-2. OG Wan struck out in his first at-bat, 0 for 1 on the day. All right, the 2-2 pitch. And that is fouled into the stands. Oh, all right. The 2-2 pitch to OG1 sets up outside. Yep. Gonna trail it out there, but he doesn't chase, and it's 2-2. 3-2, sorry. Another oh yeah, they're at home. They are the 3 seed versus the number 5 seed that had a play-in game. Yeah, I would hope that they were favored. They have a good starter versus a starter that hasn't been pitching well at all. So, good reason why the Twins are favored. And they're already up 3-0. All right, the 3-2 pitch, a full count to OG1 in 0 for 1 with the strikeouts. Are they going to try to go inside again? As that's going to be a ground ball at the second baseman, and 3 away. That'll be it in the bottom of the third, but they add another one, and we'll go to the fourth. It's 3-0 LG. KT already into that bullpen. Yeah. Im Chang-gyu in, what did I say, 39 pitches? Yeah, 39 pitches through 3. Nice and comfortable at this point with a 3-0 lead. And I do hope KT comes back, because I would love a close game, not whatever this is shaping up to be right now. Alright, Wiz be back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the fourth here. Leading things off is gonna be Mr. Rojas. Usually, I mean, yeah. The thing is I can tell you 70, I can tell you 80, but you have to realize that usually those are foreigners, which are gonna have more, gonna throw more. But yeah, I mean, normally in the season they would go 100. They're gonna go 80 for most of the time, but it depends. Basically, does he run into any issues? If he runs into any issues at all, they're gonna pull him. They would rather have, yeah, they would much rather have Hernandez come in and throw 3 innings out of the bullpen. Why is it so loud? Why is it so loud? There we go. The 1-0 in there for strike 1-1. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to, you know, wait to even risk it, honestly. And the 1-1 outside zone, 1-2. Rojas flew out to left field in his first at bat, 0 for 1 in this game. And he has not hit well, but he has gotten himself on base with a handful of walks, and that is in the dirt. That's going to be 2-2. That's one you swing at and run to first with a strikeout pass ball. All right. The 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. 1 away. Second strikeout of the day for Im Chang-gyu. Kim Jong-gyu, 4-pitch pitcher, 3-pitch pitcher, really. Fastball mainly, 37% of the time, 140, then changeup 127, and curveball 110. All those are going to be 28 to 35% or so, and then occasionally throws a cutter. That is fouled out of play. Jang Sung-woo, he flew out to left in his first at bats. He threw it to center field in his last inning of catching, and it's 0-1. A 118 on the series that's way up high. 1-1. Honestly, the best thing he could possibly do is not swing the bats. Every time it's been an important time, he has swung the bats and didn't hit anything except the air. As again, he swings and misses there at another ball. If he would just listen to me and quit swinging the bats and just let the ball go past him like he does whenever he's catching, he'd probably be on base with 400 or 500%. As that's way outside. Would be 3-1, except he likes to swing the bats and pretend he can hit it. Squeaky chair, as here's the pitch in the other batter's box. Trails back over. That's going to be a liner to Kim Hyun-soo. And 2 away. All right, that's going to bring up Kong Baek-ho. Kong Baek-ho did single in his first at-bats, but was thrown out trying to turn that single into a double to lead off the second inning. Oh, you guys see that Hanwha Eagles uniform out there? Hanwha Eagles uniform, and the girl just over the outfield fence. All right, Kong Baek-ho steps in, swings, and goes down to one knee as he tried to tie it on that swing with the bases empty. Somebody should tell him that if you hit it harder, does not mean that it's worth more runs. As he pops that one up, Kim Hyun-soo under it, and that's another 1-2-3 for Im Chong-gyu, and we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. It's all LG. Another solid inning for Im Chong-gyu. Nice 12 pitches there. He's sitting at 51 through 4. 2 outs in the 5th. Again, you have to realize it's the KBO. It's the issue with that is, remember, the KBO has their break in the 5th inning. So from the top of the 5th to the top of the 6th is about 10 minutes no matter what. So do they want him to sit there for 10 minutes and go back out is really going to be the big question. All right. Kim Hyun-soo will step in. That's what I need. I just need a friend to walk around and film me everywhere. That's what I need. I too can be a celebrity. I just need people to follow me around with a camera. Yeah, you gotta, man. People gotta understand the KBO rules are a little different. Pay you in KBO cards and beer. All right, Son Dong-hyun. 14 pitches so far. Came in after the leadoff single by Hong Chang-gi. Retired all 3 batters. Kim Hyun-soo hitting .313 now. Yeah, Yeah, you gotta ask the wife. She makes all the decisions. All right. Kim Hyun-soo, a 1-for-1 with an RBI double back in the first inning. First pitch. That's going to be popped up. Bae Jung Dae giving chase over, under it, and one pitch, one out. Same as the last inning, as the one pitch was one out. Righty. Let's get some excitement in this game. A little bullgum action. Fire Friday, ladies and gentlemen. It's Fire Friday. All right. First pitch in there for a strike. Moonbo Kyung. Again, Moonbo Kyung has as many hits as all of you watching in this game, or in this series. He is 0 for the series. Lost his spot in the cleanup spots, moved down to 6, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is a hit. That is a hit. He now has more hits than any of us watching this stream, as the entire LG community is relieved. Yeah, he is slightly ahead of me. I still have a better WAR than the KT catcher, though. I still have a better WAR than the KT catcher. I'm pretty sure the KT catcher has as many errors as he has hits. But he'll try to fight you after the game. All right, Pak Dong-won steps in. He looks at ball one. 6-3 ground out in his first at-bats. I've got to get the old oil out for this squeaky chair. All right, the 1-0 pitch to Pak Dong-won. And that's also low, 2-0. The 7th inning stretch is in after the 5th inning. They don't have a 7th inning stretch like the MLB. They have a 5th inning stretch. As we've got ourselves a little mound visits. And well, that was fun. Come on, man, get up off your. Man, I hate when nothing pisses me off more than watching these freaking managers sit in a chair during the game. Man, if I was a player, I would flip the hell out. Manager just sitting there. My team's losing 3-0. Yeah, bring in the lefty. I don't want to move. Fuck, get these old bums out of the dugouts in these games. Good lord. Just embarrassing to call yourself a manager. You're sitting in a damn chair in the dugouts. Son Hyung-jun comes out, 2 games, a 6.75 ERA, 1-1, 1.1 innings, 1 walk, a whip of 3. God, man, like it. Who the hell put damn chairs in the freaking dugouts? Man, like, come on. Like, what the hell is he watching? Like, how the hell is he possibly watching his damn team play baseball while sitting his old ass on the freaking chair? Good lord. The KBO will never, Korean baseball will never compete internationally with these old hats These old lazy bums in these dugouts. No, small hands, it is not looking good at all, as that is ball 3. Benjamin starting to warm up as like, look at that. What? My God. Oh, my Lord. Because that's going to be a ball 4, 4-pitch walk, 2-1 pitcher, 2 from the other. Just, my God. Like, he literally is just sitting in a chair. Like, it would be like me managing the team while watching the game on TV. Just literally just sitting here, and then he's like this, and then the pitching coach has to come over, and he's like, huh, what? And he's like, oh, yeah, the white guy. Yeah. Yeah, the white guy, yeah. I don't know what his name is. I don't remember. Good Lord. Hakemin steps in and fouls it away 0-1. Like, oh my Lord. This embarrassing. Like, if I was a fan of KT, I would be so embarrassed, as that's going to be a ground ball 4-6, or puts out the runner at second, but moves the runner up, and they've got runners on the corner with 1 out, and Moon Sung Ju stepping in. Like, oh man. All right. Well, apparently I just lost all data. Apparently, maybe I'm getting kicked off of YouTube for saying a bad word. All right, sweet. We've got first and third with 2 outs. Runner over at third base is not fast at all. So maybe we'll get a sweet little league double steal attempt and another error from the catcher. Let's call it. We're gonna call that, as that's a strike on the outside. Moon Sung Ju 0 for 1 today. He flew out to left field. Got a feeling. Got a gut feeling. Riding the high of game 4. As that's a chopper. Ground ball 4-3. 3 away. Gets out of the inning, leaves 2 runners on, and we'll go to the 5th. Again, it's all LG. Kujauk in attendance. There's a nice 4-pack of beer. All right, well, we should be about ready. She probably would have gotten the ball a lot closer if she didn't have 6-inch platform shoes on. But who knows? All right, top of the 5th, Wang Jae-gyun is going to lead things off. KT Wiz trying to flag the old magic down. The postseason magic. What are they mumbling about? All right, Im Jong-gyu back out there. 51 pitches through 4. First pitch in there for a ball. Wong Jae-gyun, 6-3 ground out in his first at-bats. 0 for 1 on the day. 375 in this series. And 1-1. All right, here comes the 1-1 pitch to Wong Jae-gyun. And he reaches out, fouls. That's one away. Let's see how the ball boy does. The carom, and he'll have to field it as it's dead. Who's back? Who's back? Me? You? Who? Oh. All right, the 1-2 pitch. That's catches him looking at the top of the zone. Third strikeout of the day, as that just gets a piece. And he is trying to dirty look it into a ball. As that's going to be a ground ball to Austin Dean. He steps on the bag, and it's 2 away. It's the 5th inning. I thought you said over. It's the 5th inning. I thought you had over 5. As that misses. I was trying to figure out why you were excited. But Im Jong-gyu still only at 58 pitches. The 2-0 pitch here. Yeah, it is. As that's down the old middle, 2-1. Bae Jung-dae was just standing looking. The old little league, you haven't thrown a strike to me yet. I'm just going to wait till you throw one. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. That misses inside. 3-1. Im Jong-gyu did have one full count. That was the number 3 batter back in the first inning. Since then, he has been pretty good. He's given up 2 hits on the day. One of them was thrown out at second. And that catches the bottom of the zone. Here's that second full count of the day to Bae Jung-dae. Does that count as a rhyme if it's 2 different days? Second full count of the day to Bae Jung-dae. I don't know. We'll have to consult the official rule book. As the 3-2 chopped foul, and we'll reset for another 3-2 count. He's at 62 pitches, so will they let him come back out is a huge question. He doesn't have the body language of somebody that looks like he's going to come back out. He has the body language of someone who thinks, this is my last inning, my last batter. All right. Here comes the 3-2. That's ball 4. First walk of the day. Third base runner of the day for KT. And we'll see what happens next. Bae Jung-dae has got his beautiful oven mitts on. You get ready to start cooking. Pak Dong-won, not a good defensive catcher either. He is a 100% offensive catcher. There nobody warming up in the LG bullpen, so they're going with him. We'll see if anybody surprising that nobody is up at all. All right, Baejung Dae over at first. That's Oh Yoon Suk, who is in the batter's box, looks at ball one outside. Oh Yoon Suk is 1 for 1 with a single in his first at bats. Was stranded as KT is 0 for 2 with runners on the bases. That's in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Why does it keep doing that? It's really annoying. All right, to the 1-1 pitch to Oh Yoon Suk in there for a strike. 1-2. I really don't know why it keeps messing up my stream there. It's annoying. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Oh Yoon Suk. Bounces it, and it's 2-2. Or if it's kicking these all out. I seriously hope not. All right, the 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, runner on first. And that is going to be a shot to the third baseman. Grabs it, throws to first in time, and they will go to the 6th inning, or come up to bat in the bottom of the 5th, sorry, with a 3-0 lead, as once again, KT is unable to get a hit with runners on base. As Im Jong-gyu is 5 clear. I don't know. Again, it's difficult to decide, difficult to think about because of the break. Again, if this was the MLB, you would be like, yeah, absolutely, he's going back out there. But with the ML, or with the KBO, you have to realize that it's very possible that nobody else. And again, the bullpens for LG and Jomshell, bullpens for Doosan and LG, are actually right next to the dugout. So you literally just walk from the dugout right next to the bullpen. So it's easy to get somebody else up real quick. But he's pitched so well that, and the bullpen for LG is so bad that I feel like they want to get more out of him. That was 16 pitches. He's at 68 pitches through 5. I have to think that they're going to want to get him out there to pitch a little bit more. Because he won't pitch again until Sunday would be Chewante maybe. So it could very easily be 6 days. So I would send him back out. Again, that's me, but I don't get any choices in the matter. But Hong Jong-gi will lead things off. He 1 for 2 today with a single and a runs. Nope, just a single in his last at bats. Ball 1, and that's going to be a shot. Second, the center fielder back and under it, and 1 away. It's amazing. The manager is standing up. But whose bullpen is that though? They can see both dugouts. You sure that wasn't Benjamin? All right, Shinmin J is pops that one foul, 0-1. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch. Yeah, Some I know I've seen some that do. So yeah, it's definitely possible. As Shin Min Jae fouls that into the leg of the catcher. Probably the best possible thing that could happen to KT would be they have to get a different catcher. That doesn't feel good. I will say that it doesn't feel good. You don't hope for anybody to get injured, but for KT's sake, you feel like that as bad as he's played, they still keep sending him out there. It's like, do they really not have any other choice whatsoever? Like, is Kang Bae Ko that bad of a catcher that they would rather have him catch instead of OJ Il or Moon Sang Chol? As that is a strikeout. 3 pitches, 1 out. Yeah, is Kang Bae Ko that bad of a catcher that they would rather have a guy who's 0 for 7 with runners on in scoring position with 6 strikeouts instead of Kang Bae Ko, a guy that has more errors than hits in the series? A guy that has left a small village on the base paths. But first up is Austin Ding 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 Ding. As looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Double in his first at bat, run scoring double, then a sacrifice fly. In his second, he's got 2 RBIs, but he's only 1 for 1. And the 0-1 just catches the piece of the zone. He's not happy about it, but he doesn't get a choice. Austin ding ding. Ding 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 da ding ding. Ding 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 da ding ding. Alright, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Son Hyung Jun. And it gets him to chop. Shortstop grabs it, throws, and 3 up, 3 down. We will go to the 6th inning. LG's up 3-0. I'll be back in a few.
Chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. Gimme fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Gimme fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Tennessee, guaranteed, it's okay with me. I want it hot, deep fried, I'm on the Memphis side. Hot wings, hot thighs, all southern fried. It all sounds heavenly, this old-time recipe. It's fried chicken, it's finger licking, the time is ticking. So cook some southern food for me, a bucket just for me. This won't feed a family, it's all I want, all I need, just make hastily. Gimme fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Gimme fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Tennessee, guaranteed, it's okay with me. I want it hot, deep fried, I'm on the Memphis side. Hot wings, hot thighs, all southern fried. It all sounds heavenly, this old-time recipe. It's fried chicken, it's finger licking, the time is ticking. So cook some southern food for me, a bucket just for me. This won't feed a family, it's all I want, all I need, just make hastily. Fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. Gimme fried chicken. all that I want to take me through the day. Gimme fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Gimme fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Gimme fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Fried chicken. Fried chicken. Fried chicken.
All right, we're back. I think I'm back. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Im Chang-gyu still out there. There you go, man. And that is going to be a 4-3 ground ball. And there's your out, sir. There is your out. There you go. All right, so that's pitch number 70. All right, so that's misses low. 1-0 to Kim Min-hyuk. Has to go through the lineup the third time now. Kim Min-hyuk, 125 on the season. As that's in there for a strike. Maybe they don't give you the outs for Hong Chang-gi getting the outfield assist. Like, well, the pitcher didn't actually throw the ball that allowed the out to happen, as that's fouled away, and it's 1-2. He will get himself a new piece of wood, or nope. He'll just take a super long stroll around the back. Yeah, there's no way that would cause people to burn down the buildings. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Did he go? He did. There you go, sir. That will definitely make it, as that is strikeout number 4. Ooh. All right, Rojas looks at ball 1 on the outside. 75 pitches from Im Chang-gyu. Rojas 214 in this series. 0 for 2 today. That's popped up foul. Souvenir for the KT fans. It's 1-1. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm streaming it. All right, the 1-1 fouled straight back. 1-2. I really wish this stupid little error would go away. What do you mean it's 0? It's definitely way over 0. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch to Rojas in the dirt, and it's 2-2. And that's what happens when you have a manager that doesn't sit down and page people to come over to him. All right, the 2-2 pitch. And that's. I was actually looking at an email I just got from my boss. So I don't know. As we've got another full count here. Rojas, first full count of the day. Im Chong-gyu, third full count for him. Fly out to left in one, a walk in the other. What's going to happen here? I guess we'll just have to wait for the next pitch. No, a 3-2 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball for 3. 3 up, 3 down again. And Im Chong-gyu leaves to a very, very happy crowd. As that will probably do it for him. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. LG just controlling this game. Really not much that KT has done well, honestly. Not much at all. Yeah, KT has not done much in this game, honestly. Im Chong-gyu, I believe, is done. Moon Sung-ju and Im Chong-gyu gonna go hang out together. Gotta love 6 innings of 2-hit ball for your starter in a must-win game. You can't get much better than that, honestly. As we're at the bottom of the 6th. I can't believe they let them fly those flags out like that, like hanging over into the field. All right, OG Wan looks at ball 1. Son Hyung-jun is still out there, 14 pitches in his first inning plus. First pitch is a ball to OG Wan. OG Wan 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a 4-3 groundout. And that's ball 2, 2-0. 1.2 innings so far from So Hyung-jun. Again, three runs, 2 of them earned from their starter, who only got 2 innings, as that's fouled away on the check swing. Got 2 outs, 2 innings, and then gave up a hit in the top of the 3rd to the leadoff batter Hong Chang-gi, and then he was done. Benjamin warming up in the bullpen for KT. I guess they just need a lefty. That's all I can think. As here's the 2-1 and tries to bunt, but misses the ball, and it's 0-2. I have a question for you guys. Which one are you actually watching? Because all 4 stations or all 5 stations are broadcasting this. As that's going to be a chopper up the middle. Second baseman grabs, throws the scoop, safe. Not in time as he beats out the infield single. just not able to get it as he was way back, comes forward, throws across his body, but ooh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on SBS. Ooh. I think he might be out. I think he might be out. There. Yep. I think he's out. I wonder if you guys get the same views. Yeah. What a play by the second baseman. What a scoop by OJ Hill. That was a fantastic scoop. Just got him by, I'm talking, man, 5. Like, the difference between touching the front of the bag and touching the top of the bag. That was the difference. But Kim Hyun-soo now steps in. He looks at a ball one outside, 1-0. Kim Hyun-soo, RBI double in the first inning, fly out to left in the fourth inning. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. And a swing and a miss. 1-1. I really wish I knew why this kept doing this. All right, so let's try this again. Again, the diving stop right on the edge of the dirt and the grass. They just, oh, every time. Yeah, anyway, the 2-0 pitch, that's going to be a chopper. OJ Hill grabs it, takes it himself, steps on the bag. That's a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the 6th, and we'll go to the 7th. Now it's time for that LG bullpen. The bullpen everybody's been waiting for. That beautiful, beautiful LG bullpen. I've got to take one of these hits off of the old stat sheets as that was reversed. What? Why did it go to 3? Good lord. Everything is falling apart now. For some reason, none of my streaming audio is working at all in the vertical. But yeah, vertical, just come to horizontal and enjoy that way, I guess. We'll see. Audio bitrate, yeah. We'll just we'll do that. We'll we'll try that little adjustment and see if that works for the audio a little bit better up in the vertical. I see that it keeps showing that you guys are losing audio. Hopefully it's not too bad. Okay. But that means we've got the catcher, Jang Sung-woo, stepping in. And he is 0 for 2 in this series. He has an error in this game. Or sorry, he's 0 for 2 in today's game. He's got 2 hits so far in this game, or this series. I believe he also has 2 errors in this series. As in steps the old catcher. Im Chong-gyu still out there. Very surprising. 80 pitches. They do not want this bullpen to pitch. As that's in there for a strike. 0-1. They're very, very, very surprising that, Im Chong-gyu, 80 pitches. That's catches the outside corner. 0-2. Might just be pitching here just the first batter because it's a righty, and well, you know, I've said how many times how great he's been hitting in this series. So the 0-2 pitch to Jang Sung-woo from Im Chong-gyu, that's gonna be ripped, and that's a single, and they've got their technically third base runner. Technically fourth base runner, but they've got a leadoff single. This is the first time, or I guess, what is it? Yeah, the first time they have had the leadoff batter on base. They had the leadoff single in the second inning, but he was thrown out trying to stretch it to a double. The other single came with 1 out, and the walk came with 2 outs. So this is the first time that KT has had a chance. Sonju Young warming up in the bullpen for LG. He pitched, I believe, 5.2 innings of no hits or of shutout baseball out of the bullpen in the other day whenever Chaewon Tae, or no, Won Tae-in, no, Chaewon Tae. I keep getting Chaewon Tae and Won Tae-in confused, but Chaewon Tae, his starts, Sonju Young came in, pitched excellent out of the bullpen. So we'll see when they go to him. He is a lefty, but he's not going to him against Kang Bae-ko here. So Kang Bae-ko 1 for 2. He had a single thrown out at second in the second, and that's ball 1 inside and low. 1-0. The KT Magic could be happening courtesy of that defense from Oh Yoon-suk over at second base in the last inning. Wasn't enough to turn them around, as that's low, and it's 2-0. Can we get this game a-going? Can we get this game a-going? I missed my calling, ladies and gentlemen. I should have been a singer. And the 2-0 pitch to Kang Bae-ko outside, 3-0. On deck is Wang Jae-gyun, 0 for 2, but he has hit well in this series after starting it really badly. And here comes the 3-0 pitch. Are they going to give him a green light? They do not, because that would have been 3-2 with the score. And it's 3-1 now. And Kang Bae-ko 1 for 2 in the day. He has hit well. Probably been the best hitter for KT in this postseason. And that 3-1 catches the bottom of the zone. Another full count. Fourth full count of the day for Im Chong-gyu. And this is a big one. 3-2 count. Runner on first. Cleanup hitter, the DH, Kang Bae-ko, 1 for 2 on the day, and in the dirt, ball 4, and they've got runners on first and second for Wang Jae-gyun, as I was wondering why they left him back out there for the 7th, and now they're making me look smarter than, well, actually, they're making me look like a genius because I know way more about baseball than these idiots. Maybe he should have made a pitching change by sitting down in a chair like the KT manager. But we'll have a pitching change no matter what, as Sonju Young will come in. Im Chong-gyu done for the day. He gets some fist bumps from his teammates. We'll see if this bullpen can hold on to a lead, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see. Sonju Young has, again, pitched extremely well out of the bullpen the other day. But can he replicate that? Im Chong-gyu on the day, 6 innings. He is responsible for those 2 runners on base. Cannot get the loss, but can get the win. 89 pitches, 59 for strikes, 3 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Again, they sent him back out for the 7th inning for I don't know what reason, and it has come back to haunt them, as he gave up a leadoff single and then walked Kang Bae Ko with a full count, and now it's 1st and 2nd, nobody out. Sonju Young out on the mound. He pitched in Tuesday's game. He actually got the win. Chaewon-tae only pitched 2.2 innings. Sonju Young came in, pitched 5.1 innings. And 64 pitches, 38 for strikes, 2 hits, 7 strikeouts in that one game. As they show the stats up on the screen now, 1 game, 1 win, 5.1 innings, 7 strikeouts, a .38 whip in that from that game. He did have a massive spike in innings this year, so can he keep it going? As that's ball 1 upstairs. Wang Jae-gyun steps in. So Sonju Young, first year starting, 27 starts, 28 games. His last game he came out of the bullpen, but before, so 144.2 innings this year. He has 210.1 innings in his career. So 2/3 of his innings in his career came this season. That was part of the reason why they were saying that Chaewon-tae was going to start. But now you've got a 2-0 count here. Lefty versus righty. Wang Jae-gyun 0 for 2 on the day. And that's a strike down the old middle, 147 from the lefty. Wang Jae-gyun against lefties. I know he's taken Ryun Jin deep a couple times. Against lefties, 305. 4 of his 13 home runs on the season have come against the lefties. And the 2-1 misses outside. It's 3-1. On deck is OJ Ill, a lefty. This is what we've been here for, ladies and gentlemen. This is the lovely KBO bullpens. The 3-1 count. And that misses upstairs, and he walks the bases full. Bases loaded, nobody out, down by 3 in Game 5 of the best of 5. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've got your snacks, because it's about to get interesting. OJ Ill, plenty of home runs in his life. OJ Ill, plenty of games in the playoffs in his life, as he again used to play for Doosan, as as they are preparing Hernandez in the bullpen. OJ Hill against lefties, 247, does have 4 of his 11 home runs, so when he does get a hold of it, it's a long fly on the season as far as full counts. 0 for 3 with 0 for 8 with 6 strikeouts and 1 double play. If you are LG, there is nobody you want up more than OJ Hill, which is why they have pinch hit Kim Song-soo for OJ Hill. Kim Song-soo will probably take over at second base, and Oh Yoon-suk will yes, pinch hit here. Kim Song-soo, 4 for 8 in this series, and looks at strike 1 down the old in the middle. Kim Song-soo, plenty of playoff experience himself, as he was a former Lion back whenever they had their long runs also. And the 0-1, did he go around? He did not. Woo! You like that hair? He did not go. All right, here comes the 1-1, Song Ju-young versus Kim Song-soo. That's in there for a strike, 1-2. Yeah, Cuevas used to have like the big flow going too. A couple years ago, maybe it was last year, maybe it was earlier this year. I want to say like 3 or 4 years ago was a big flow year. All right, the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss at the top of the zone, and 1 away. Big time strikeout there. Once again. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting these flashbacks of Game 4, bottom of the 11th, bases loaded, nobody out, and the second baseman, Oh Yoon-suk at the time, swing and a miss. That's going to bring up Bae Jung-dae, 0 for 1 today with a walk in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1 that just catches the bottom of the zone. KT, again, still hitless with runners on base. They had a single to lead this inning off, but 2 straight walks has loaded the bases with no outs. A strikeouts means 1 out, and that's a big giant curve in there at the top of the zone for 0-2 now. Bae Jung-dae desperately needs to come through here on the season with the bases loaded. He is hitting 273, 3 for 11. Does have 1 big hit. All right, the 0-2 pitch, way outside. That would have gone behind a left-handed hitter. Oh, against left-handed hitters, Bae Jung-dae, 3 of his 7 hitters, 3 of his 7 home runs have come against left-handers. And the 1-2 pitch, way outside again. It's 2-2. All right, now things are getting interesting. 2-2. Bases loaded, 1 out. Bae Jung-dae does have some speed, so he's a little tough to double up. But the 2-2 pitch, that's going to be a chopper. Austin grabs it, throws it in the dirt to the shortstop at second. KT will get 1 run, but LG will also get 1 out. You got runners on the corners now as Austin goes back, makes the play. The 3-6 putouts as Austin gets the big chopper way over his head, runs back, but one hops it to the shortstop to get the runner at second. That's a big one. All right. So you've got two away, runners on the corner now. And Oh Yoon Suk steps in. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Big swing and a miss there. 0 and 1. If you think back to the game on Wednesday, bottom of the 11th, bases loaded. All right, here comes the 0-1, way outside, 1 and 1. Good to see KT putting up a little fight. They're still, again, hitless with runners on base, though. Can they come up with a hit? All right, the 1-1, swing and a miss. Not on that. And they are at this point, they are 0 for 5 with runners on base. Not even runners in scoring position, ladies and gentlemen, just runners on base. They are 0 for 5. They have the bases loaded with nobody out. They struck out and then they grounded into a 3-6 RBI putout. All right, here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he leaves the runners on the corner. And once again, KT is unable to do anything with some pressure, as they again cannot get a hit with runners on base. They are 0 for 6 in this game with runners on base. They're 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. 2 strikeouts with runners on the base. Full count, or sorry, the bases loaded, nobody out, and they get 1 run off of a ground out. Again, it's the same thing. If you look in the description of this game, I talk about it's how the game against Im Chang-gyu, he didn't really pitch well. It's just KT could not get a hit. And, obviously that's credit to LG also, but at the same time, man, KT, absolutely anemic offense with runners on base. And it's been like that this whole series. If you think about back to Wednesday's game, they had the bases loaded 3 times. Twice they didn't score. Once they scored in the bottom of the 11th because the second baseman and the shortstop ran into each other. So we've got at least the game here now is 3-1, bottom of the 7th here. We're gonna go into the old. We'll see if KT's got a pitching change here. I have Go Young Pyo will. So Go Young Pyo will come out. I assume Kim Sang-soo will go to second, and Oh Yoon Suk will go to first. I'll get the changes as soon as they make it official. So Go Young Pyo out on the mound. He has been a workhorse. 2 games so far, 2.45 ERA, 7.1 innings, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, a .82 whip, as he started the first game of this series. And Pak Dong-won looks at ball 1. So again, I'm pretty sure that let me double check here. Yes, Oh Yoon Suk will move to first. Kim Sang-soo will move to second. I'll get that changed in just a sec, as that's in there for strike 1 and 1. 4 runs this inning. 4 runs total, or 4 runs for LG? As that is chopped foul. the 1-2 outside. 2-2. All right, the 2-2 pitch inside, 3-2, and comes in. First batter he faces is Pak Dong-won here, and he runs the count full on him. 0 for 1 today with a walk in his last at bat. 6-3 ground out in his first. And that's going to be a 6-3 ground out in his third at bats. 1 away. KT has got to be thinking deep now. Again, running the bases loaded in the last 2 games, 4 times in the last 2 games, but is not able to come through with anything of significance, as that is outside to Pak Min. Pak Min 0 for 2, flew out to center in his first at-bats. 4-6 ground out in his second at-bats. And the 1-0 pitch, that is ripped right into right field, and that will be a single. First hit of the day for Pak Min, and we've got, again, a situation where you have a guy that loves to steal, and you got a guy behind the plates that doesn't throw anybody out. I'm sure they are going to be on the run here. Moon Sung-ju does make pretty good contact. You got to think that they're going to give him 1 or 2 pitches to steal a base. Go Young Pyo does not, he's a side armor. He doesn't throw hard. And there he goes. First pitch, the throw into center field. Like I said, good Lord, he's got more hits. He's got more errors than he has hits, ladies and gentlemen. More errors than he has hits. And KT, you hate to blame one player, but man, does he take a huge percentage of this KT performance in the playoffs. Absolutely awful. Like, I mean, you have to and again, you got that's partly on the shortstop, trying to, sit down to catch the ball. But maybe spend less time tweeting, more time working on that throw down to seconds. So now you've got a ground ball through the side, and LG gets their run back. And pretty much that's the game. That'll be it. I assume they're going to bring in Benjamin at this point. That should be it for him. Nope. Oh, we're going to have a pinch runner. Kim Dae-won will come in to pinch run. Hong Chang-gi steps in. And the throw over. Kim Do-won is the only person in the history of this playoffs that the catcher is thrown out. And the check over. Who? Is who 7 feet tall? Oh, he's tall. Yeah. All right, in there for a strike. 189. 189 is what he's listed at. All right, 1 out. The 0-1 pitch to Hong Chang-gi. LG already 1 run this inning on a 2 singles, a stolen base, and error. And that's outside 1-1. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't trust these too much. The catcher is listed at 187, so 2 centimeters shorter than the batter. All right, so the 1-1 pitch. Yeah, the catcher is listed at 187, 100 kilos. All right, the 1-1 pitch. Maybe. And here it comes. He wins. And another stolen base and another awful throw. And yeah. It's better than the first one. All right. Well, this is his karma for trying to start a fight with Hanwha. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball. First baseman takes it, but that'll move the runner over to third base with 2 outs. Yeah, Samsung has had plenty of time to rest at least their bullpen. I still wonder if Oh-Sung Won is gonna be able to pitch in the playoffs with Connor Siebold not playing in the playoffs. I wonder if they'll put him on the roster. And that's in there for a strike at the top of the zone. It's 0-1. And that's in there for another strike. It's 0-2. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And fouled away, stays 0-2. You know it's bad when your catcher has been the cause of more unearned runs than he has hits. And I really don't know how Samsung can win the series. They've had a long break, but man, their advantage was their starting pitching. But now they don't have any starting pitching, as that's misses upstairs 1-2. Yeah, Samsung, their bullpen has been pretty good as of late. So, when LG's bullpen is just so bad. And another ball, 2-2. Eight percent. 8%, ladies and gentlemen. He has caught 1 runner in 13 attempts. As he chops that one. Oh, it bounces fair. Oh my lord, I would be irate if I was that manager. That'll be the end of this inning as Shinmin Jae stopped running. Oh my lord, that is Euro Gyol all over. as it looks like it hit a piece of dirt or something, and it was gonna go foul. It hit something and bounced, stayed fair, and then it hit Oyun Suk in the chest, but he was in fair territory, and then bounced foul, grabbed it, touched the bag. And we'll see. It looked to me like yeah, we'll see, but it really looked like it hit something and bounced in fair. When it was touched, it definitely looked like he was fair. What is this going to show us? Did it hit this bat twice? Did it hit his bat twice? One. We can't see anything. I don't. Oh man. Well, we'll see. Maybe sometime today. Man, how this has been a lot of replays. Pretty sure the entire amount of replays allowed has been happening. Yep, out. All right, that'll go down as a ground out. LG gets the run back on a single, a stolen base, an error, another single, an RBI, a stolen base, but they leave a runner over its third, and we'll go to the eighth. It is, man, it is an interesting game. We'll just put it that way. That's what I see. It hit a piece of something. It was rolling foul, but it hit a piece of dirt or something and bounced fair. Maybe there have been some interesting things going on. It's always the right time, though, Luke. Always the right time. All right, so we've got top of the eighth. Down to their last 6 outs is KT. Again, they just had the bases loaded in the last inning with nobody outs. And, yeah. Just had bases loaded, nobody out. They get 1 run on 2 strikeouts and a ground out. KT's catcher will be the 4th batter up. He's gonna get at least 1 more hits. He's gonna have to come up with runners on base if they have any sort of chance to come back in this game. Staying out there is Sonju Young. So Shimu Jun will step in. He's 0 for 2. Flew out to center in his first at-bats. A 4-3 ground out in his last at-bats. First pitch is down the middle for a strike. We don't use those type of words around here. We don't use the P word. As that's a swing and a miss. Or swing and a foul. 0-2. Now, Luke. You got to go to a playoff game and sit in the cheer section, didn't you? You so greedy. As that is 1-2. You got to go to a playoff game, sit in the cheer section. All right, the 1-2. That's his ball 2, 2-2. You know what would be fantastic, Luke? You. What would be fantastic would be to see a playoff victory. The 2-2 swing and a miss. That's another strikeouts. 3 strikeouts for him. Comes in, loads the bases. And now you've got the top of the order coming up. 8th inning, down to their last 5 outs. Don't need that sliding glove, buddy. You nope, get on base. All right, Kim Min-hyuk steps in. He's 0 for 3 on the game, and we'll have a pinch hitter here as Moon Sang Chol will pinch hit. He's hitting 182 in this series. And the first pitch. And, yep. 2 outs. I didn't even get to change his name yet. Hanwha ain't gonna make it to 2045 unless they hire me. All right, Rojas will step in. And looks at a strike. All right, the 0-1 pitch in the dirt. 1-1. Nah. I'll stream it from home. I've been to 2 playoff games. 안녕하세요. And that's a strike up top. It's 1-2 now. 네, 모든 경기예요. All right, Rojas 0 for 3 on the day. A strikeout, a 4-3 ground out, a fly out to left. Oh, it is 1-2 right now. And not on that pitch, it's not, as that's way outside. 2-2. Rojas. 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 KT Wiz Rojas. All right, the 2-2 pitch to Rojas. Catches him looking at a pitch at the top of the zone. And Big Kiwi was right. That'll be the end of the 8th for KT. We'll go to the bottom. LG's up. Nah. Yeah, Luke, the TV, that's why I couldn't do TVing. That's why I couldn't do, I couldn't use the TVing stream. Why I had to rehook up different cables and stuff because the TVing stream is so delayed. Like, people were telling me what was happening in the stream before I watched it. Rojas will be back. No question about that. Rojas will be back. I don't believe Cuevas or Benjamin will be back. If I was Rojas, my first request would be, I'm only coming back if you take that stupid chair out of the dugout and then beat the manager over the head with it. Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, this has got to stop. All right, bottom of the 8th. Who's out? Is Benjamin out there now? Again, once again, they had a chance. Bases loaded, nobody out, and nothing. Well, it don't matter. I mean, think about who he's got behind him. Let's see. Jung Jun Young out in left field. What did they move? Yeah, Chung Jun Young just stays in left. Normally, he would go to right. Rojas would go to left, but nope. Bottom of the eighth. We're here. Go Young Pyo still out there. And the first pitch to Dean in there for strike 0-1. Yeah, I mean, again, like, you got to think Rojas is going to be back. He's second. He's going to be second in MVP voting this year as the 0-1 pitch catches the outside, and that's 0-2. Oh, wrong button. All right, the 0-2 pitch to Dean. And it goes down, fouls away, ball one. Well, Peraza won't be back. Dawson will be back. I would think that Dean would be back. But maybe he would go to Japan. It's quite possible that he could go to Japan. Oh, no, definitely not. He was actually the worst outfielder who played the whole season. It's very possible. That is lifted to left, and under it's one away. Yeah, I mean, he could go get his payday. And, yeah, but I don't think Weiss wants to come back, honestly. I wonder if they hire somebody to help them. All right, Benjamin out on the mound. Be Benjamin's final time in on the mound for KT, unless they can pull out some magic. 7.2 ERA in this series. 0 for 1, 5 innings, 160 whip, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. Yeah. But weren't you the one saying that she said something like, yeah, we had a really good time, we're going to miss it, or something like that? Nah. All right. OG1 steps in. He's 0 for 3 on the day and looks at just strike one. Yeah. And the 0-1 misses 1-1. Da, 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 da. And the 1-1, that's going to be ripped foul. 1-2. But the 1-2, that's going to be a ground ball through the right side. And he's got his first hit of the day. And LG's got more base runners. Not if he's going to get offered that for Japan. You know, a pitcher would love to go to Japan because that offense is pretty bad in Japan. making the bump from Japan to back to the MLB is way easier than making the bump from KBO to. But yeah, we'll see. Obviously, I think Hanwha wants him back. They've already replaced their hitting coach. But Kim Hyun-soo steps in. He's 1 for 3 on the day. RBI double back in the first inning. A fly out to left and a 4-3 ground out in his last at bats, and that's a swing and a miss there. 1-1. Yeah, like if you look at I think Young comes back for Doosan. I think he played extremely well. He almost had more WAR than Peraza in a third of a season. As the 1-1 pitch, that's foul. 1-2. And if you start from the top, Socrates, obviously I think he'll be back. And then you go down Samsung. Diaz has played well, but will he be here all the whole time? That's Luke's territory. That's his hometown there, his neighborhood. The old Sosan Eagles. Yeah. Sosan going crazy at the crazy Kiwi, as that's a shot to the second baseman. It gets off of his glove, but he's able to throw him out at second as he was stuck there, not able to know if it was going to be caught or not. That'll be a 4-6 ground outs, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it helps whenever you got a manager that decides to play the same guys that can't get it done, and then just keep going. All right, Chae Sung-min will pinch run for Kim Hyun-soo. I'll change that sometime. And the first pitch is a ball low to Moon Bo-kyung. Moon Bo-kyung did come up with his first hit of the series, so that's always something to think about. Kim Hyun-soo will be done, and then now in is Chae Sung-min. As they throw over to first. Imagine that. You throw to first, you pick him off, and then when they go to throw him out, they drop it. As that is in there for strike 1-1. KT with her third error. Of this game. All right, the 1-1 pitch. Runner on second now from an error, and that's going to be Moon Bo-kyung lines it as he's able to catch it, falling down and left. That'll be it for LG in the 8th. That means that KT's gotten 3 outs to score 3 runs before their season is over. Well, we'll see. Big time coming up. Yeah, the old second league playoffs. Gotta love it. So the beauty is the reason, part of the reason why the manager that was the Hanwha manager to start the season was the reasoning was he was really good at second in the second league, and Hanwha won the second league in his year there. But there was nothing about the fact that they basically had a 1.5A team where they would, they weren't performing up at the top of the level, and so they would send them down to the second level. So you'd have guys that should be on the first team, but weren't good enough to really be competitive on the first team. But Hernandez comes out. He's ready to get himself another save. 4 games, 1 save, 6.1 innings, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks. They found their closer. So, yeah. Hernandez is going to pitch in all 5 games this series. Obviously, my belief is he should be the MVP of this series, honestly. Yeah, I mean, all right. The catcher is going to lead off. He's did have a single, ladies and gentlemen. That evened his total of errors and hits on the series as he looks at strike 1. And that's ball 1, 1-1. As his highlight video is his errors. As that misses, and it's 2-1. Yeah, his song that you guys had to sing. All right, to the 2-1 is chopped foul, and that's gonna make it 2-2. Jang Sung-woo 1 for 3. He had 1 of those 3 hits. 3 errors. He had 2 of those. He's had 3 errors in this series. They are 1 for. He's thrown out 1 base runner in 14 or 15 attempts. I don't even remember anymore. As LG is just literally ran all over him. Again, I cannot believe that they let him stay behind home plates, but that misses, and that's going to run the count full. His second full count of the day. Hernandez first, as he just came in. He struggled with command as a starter, and that's going to be a leadoff walk. You have to think that they are going to at least put in a pinch runner. Got to think that they're going to put in a pinch runner here. Once again, his best efforts, his best way to contribute would be to not swing. But no, we are not going to have a pinch runner. We're going to have Kong Bae Ko step in. And that's a strike in there. Chae Sung-min in left, taking over for Kim Hyun-soo out there after pinch running. Okay, the 0-1 pitch to Kong Bae Ko, 1 for 2 on the day. And that's chopped foul, 0-2. Might need a new bat. And he will. Definitely sounded like a little chipper. As he broke off a piece of the end there. All right. Now you've got the 0-2 count. Hernandez on the mound, coming in to try to close out the game and the series, and earn LG a ticket to Daegu to go shake it in Daegu on Sunday. But the 0-2 pitch runs it up and in and fouls it away, 0-2. Kongbeko 1 for 2, a singled in his first at bat. Back in the second, was thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. He flew out to left in his second at bat, walked, but did not come home to score in his last at bat, and that's in the dirt. And it's 1-2 now. Always a threat to go yard, strike out, or hit into a double play. Nobody warming up in the LG bullpen. They said Hernandez is our guy. He is going to get it done. Pitch number 11 of this inning, and the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. As Hernandez picking up right where he left off in all 4 other games. As they throw that up. The playoffs will start on Sunday. Sunday at 2, Monday at 6:30. Travel day as Wang Jae-gyun steps in, looks at ball 1 way in the other batter's box. 1-0. Wang Jae-gyun 0 for 2, strikeout looking, a walk. Got the old Sony Handycam out to record this as he fouls that one out, and it's 1-1. Yeah. All right, the 1-1 pitch. Wang Jae-gyun 0 for 2 and pops that one out of play. Makes it 1-2. Hitting .353 in this series. Again, not a good series against Doosan. Not a good start to this series. Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. All right, the 1-2 pitch. That's in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Hernandez now 14 pitches. Wait, isn't it 2-2? Am I missing something? Did I? No, of course not. My count is right. Their count is not. All right. And that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning, the game, and this round of the playoffs. LG has earned the right to travel down to Dirty Daegu. And Hernandez gets the save with the double play. And that is really a very, very fitting ending, as the double play defense is able to end the game. And not only that, the two people who were most involved in the scuffle with Hanwha, and the two that have the biggest drama and arrogance about them, were the last 2 outs of the KT Wiz season. So that'll end it for the 6-4-3 ground out by Wang Jae-gyun. Obviously having some issues. Thank you. Having other issues outside of the baseball field that I'm sure he's way more concerned about. Yeah. So KT coming into the game, I talked about this in my very first preview, is their defense is very bad. They don't turn double plays. They have a lot of errors. The biggest issue is their catcher. Their catcher is absolutely awful defensively. And it showed. He really, no matter what you say, he is the difference in this series. Not only did he have 3 errors as a catcher, they had 14 stolen bases against them, maybe 15, 1 for 14, 1 for 15, something like that is what he threw out. The one stolen base that he threw out was the end of Game 1, which was an absolutely perfect throw that he'll never make ever again in his life. With runners on base, he was 0 for 9 with 5 strikeouts with runners in scoring position. He was 0 for 7 with 4 strikeouts. Like, he literally left a village on the base pass. Like, could not have had a worse series for someone who, in my opinion, probably deserves it. But LG advances. They had timely hitting. They ran and ran and ran. Again, on the season, they had 250 attempts on the base pass, far and above more than anyone else. They will have a little bit more trouble in the next round. Again, you have Samsung, who I believe Samsung or Doosan, I can't remember which team was had the most stolen bases. Maybe it was Doosan with Jung Soo Bin and Jo Soo Hang. But they will have a much more difficult chance against Samsung, and Samsung also offensively much better. A lot more home runs in the next series, as Daegu has a pretty strange field. It's like a very, like, the outfield is a 5-sided little, I don't want to call it a pentagon, but it's a 5 straight lines. So it makes for a very shallow parts of the field that allow a lot of home runs, as Samsung definitely hit a ton of home runs. That'll definitely help KT also, but LG also. But yeah, LG takes the series. This game really was LG all from the beginning. Their starter for game 2 and their starter for game 5 couldn't get it done. Did not start well for the last month. Didn't start well in the play-in game. Didn't start well in the game 2. Didn't start well today. Didn't start well last year. Pretty sure that he is one of the sought after, or one of the main free agent arms. I know if this was the MLB, he wouldn't get much of an offer with his performances in the playoffs the last 2 years. Whether or not he'll get any sort of offer, obviously he'll get some sort of offer, but have to imagine that his entire playoffs for the last 2 years are definitely going to keep him from earning a bigger paycheck. So KT falls 4-1. Their magic is over. They cannot win another must-win. LG gets the win. They move on. 4-1. Really, just they were ahead the whole game, and they looked in control the whole game. Im Chong-gyu pitched 6+ innings, pitched extremely well. The Hernandez really, to me, is the player of the series. He's the MVP of the series. He pitched in all 5 games. Came in huge spots. Very important. Have to think that Benjamin played his last game in a KT uniform. You have to think that Cuevas pitched his last game in a KT uniform. Neither one of them had very good seasons. So have to think that they are done. Possibly Cuevas comes back, but just because he's such a fan favorite. But have to think that both of those guys are done. Possible late season replacements next year if one of their 2 new starters start to fail. But yeah, KT could not hit with runners in on base. They were awful with runners in scoring position. They were even worse with runners in with the bases loaded. They had a chance there. Bases loaded, nobody out. Bullpen against the bullpen, and they struck out. So they hit into a ground ball and a ground outs with an RBI, and then another strikeout. The only hit that they've had this entire series in the last 2 games with 3 times with runners in scoring, 4 times with the bases loaded and 1 out or less. The only hit they had was the walk-off hit in the bottom of the 11th against LG in game 4, and that was because the second baseman and the shortstop ran into each other. So KT's got to do something about their offense for next year. There was nobody that really had a good playoff. The entire playoffs were not very good. Their 4 runs against Park Bean in the first game against Doosan, and then 1 run in the second game. Their offense did not look good in this series against LG. But, yeah, of course it is. The KT offense is anemic in the playoffs. So that'll be it for me. I will be back on Sunday at 2 o'clock. Thank you guys for tuning in. Enjoy your day tomorrow. And until next time.